Okay, let's move on over to Joyzy. Danielle Cabral is in hot water. Is she being sued? Is she in hot water? Is this lukewarm water? Is she taking a bath? What is this water that she is sitting in right now? So there's a story floating around about the Real Housewives of New Jersey newbie, Danielle Cabral, and her husband, Nate Cabral, and how they're possibly being sued for defrauding her former manager. That's a fun term, right? When we have Tom Girardi who's defrauding people, and then you have Jen Shah who's defrauding people. Like now, this is just the buzz term that we're using. That was one of the, remember a couple, was it last week or the week before, when a law firm came out and like, we're going to investigate Louis and see if there's charges that need to be filed against him. And it's like, oh, okay, cute. You're an independent law firm and you're going to do your own independent investigation. And what? What does this mean? Why are you doing this? Oh, it's for clout. Got it. So there's this woman. And this woman is named Ina Lapin, and she runs Avant-Garde Communications Group, which is a PR and brand development firm. She's now threatening to sue Danielle and possibly Nate. She claims that Ina, is the sole reason that Danielle ended up on The Real Housewives of New Jersey. And after Danielle landed her role on the show, that Danielle ended up ghosting her. And she claims that in her contract with Danielle, in Danielle's contract with Avant-Garde, Danielle agreed to pay Ina a commission for deals like this. So Ina's like, yeah, I got you on the show. So now you owe me for landing your role on The Real Housewives. And when it comes to Nate, this Ina woman is claiming that he owes a web designer, a guy named Justin Nazarian. She claims that he owes him for months of services for his website. And so Nazarian, I guess, provided services for search engine optimization, SEO, a buzzword in the digital marketing community. Neither Lapin or Nazarian have actually sued Danielle or Nate. The Cabrals seem to be lawsuit free from these people at the moment. This is all just an intent to sue. It was a letter of intent to sue them if they don't get their money. I find it a little convenient that their legal letter leaked into the press. I believe it was In Touch that was the first to report on it. But when things like this get leaked, it makes me feel like it's a cash grab or a publicity grab, right? And again, this is a PR firm. This is a brand development firm. If you're trying to build the brand of your brand development firm, what better way to do it than to latch onto one of your former clients that's now on The Real Housewives of New Jersey and to leak a letter, allegedly leak a letter to the press? Kind of feels like a cash grab. Like, what are SEO services? Like, I know what SEO is, search engine optimization. It's like where you rank when somebody Googles you. If somebody Googles something, you want to make sure that you're in the top. What is it, like buying Google ads? Because that you can do on your own. But there are a lot of firms that are like, we will help you do this. We will help you maximize your revenue streams. It's very, not this firm specifically, but I'm just saying with a lot of these firms, it gives me Jen Shah vibes, just in like the sketchiness and the secrecy of what they actually do, and, kind of the smoke and mirrors game that a lot of these agencies play. I'm not accusing this agency of doing that. I'm just saying with agencies like this, it is common to have these like sleazy marketing consulting agencies that claim to build your image, bolster your status, boost your SEO. And also, like, how is it that Nate didn't pay you for 5 months of services? Like, at some point, wouldn't you be like, okay, yeah, I'm going to stop providing you services because you're not paying me? Like, why? I would never continue services for 5 months without getting a paycheck. Like, why wouldn't you stop after, like, oh, I don't know, the second invoice, the third invoice? Like, stop the SEO if your client isn't responding. Why would you keep doing that? I mean, I feel like the Cabrals probably didn't see the benefit in working with this agency. They probably they were probably paying for it and were like, this isn't really worth it. And so they probably wanted to move on. And now the agency is salty that Danielle and Nate are on television and they want the clout that comes with that. And if they can't get the clout, then they want the money. But like, even the claim that this Ina woman is the sole reason for casting Danielle on Housewives, like, that's a bit of a stretch. Like, what, you sent an email, you made a referral, you said, hey, I have a client that I think would be great for this show. Like, is that what the situation is? Because if that's the situation, you're not responsible for casting, you're responsible for referring. And maybe you're entitled to a referral fee, a finder's fee, but you're not entitled to a commission of her salary. Like, does that even count as casting her, making a referral? No, you're not responsible for casting her on the show. You're not a casting director. You're not an executive at the network, and you're not Danielle. Did you coach her on how to answer all her questions in her casting tape? Did you rehearse them with her? Did you write those questions out for her? Were those your answers? Did you coach her on how to have a Jersey personality? If not, then I don't believe that you're the reason she was cast on this show. You made a referral. Collect a $2,000 finder's fee and move along. Or don't. But this doesn't, I don't, if her intention was to get publicity for this avant-garde communications group, I don't think this was the right way to do it. If anything, I think this puts her company in a bad light and it makes her look bad. I don't think this makes Danielle look bad. Maybe some people, when they read just the headline, if they're, a little dense and don't dig into the story, fine. Maybe they think, oh, Danielle doesn't pay her bills. Oh, Danielle's shady. Oh, she's defrauding people. But then that just makes Danielle look bad rather than actually boost the profile of avant-garde communications group. It's not a smart strategy. It probably helps boost her SEO. Maybe Justin Nazarian was helping to bolster her SEO performance now that she's being mentioned in all these stories. Whatever. Seems like a cash grab. Every time people DM me these lawsuits, I'm like, oh my God, look at this. I'm like, guys, read the story. Let's put on our thinking caps and let's actually read through the lines with some of this BS, because the story is bogus.